Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here from Imagination Creation Films, and today we're going to be talking about quick release systems for cameras. You know, there is a variety of quick release everything out there on the market for video cameras. And they can get a little confusing, a little daunting. They can be slightly close to each other and yet so far away. And it can get super frustrating. So I want to dive into the various models that are out there. There's a few others, the bigger ENG types, but I don't have any of those. But I'll talk about the ones that I do have. So let's dive into quick connections, because there's a ton of them out there. Every manufacturer has their own, and they're all just a little bit different. This is a Manfrotto here. This is a Miller right here. This is a Manfrotto right here. This is a cheap Manfrotto. It's not a Manfrotto, it's a knockoff. This is a Miller right here. Look at that, they're just a little bit different. This one is a Giados. This one is a, I don't know, Chinese something or other. This one is an Arca Swiss. I mean, they're all over the place. They're not interchangeable. So there's a Manfrotto standard, and this is the Manfrotto plate. And it's okay. Stick it in there, lock it in, and for the most part, it does a pretty good job. It'll hold it in there. But it's not super flexible. You got to make sure you're buying the right one. If you're not buying a Manfrotto brand of Manfrotto, then you may not get one that fits just right, because they are just a little bit different. This one is supposed to be the same, but not necessarily. Doesn't fit. If you look at them, they look almost exactly the same, but they don't fit. So Manfrotto, the Giados, this one, you can buy these on Amazon, and they work fairly well. They're relatively inexpensive, but now you're stuck with Giados, which means everything you buy, you need to put a Giados on there, because you're going to put this to the bottom of your camera, and then you're going to mount this to your tripod head, just like that, and then you're going to slide these on and off, on and off, on and off all day long. So you're going to need to invest in whatever it is that you buy. Now, you may be tempted to just go ahead and buy the Manfrotto if you bought a Manfrotto tripod and just keep with these. You can. There's no reason you can't. They're quite good at what they do. They're just not the best. And, you know, the best, right tool for the job. So this may meet every requirement that you have. So I'm not saying they're bad. The Miller is really wild because it seems like a thinner, almost cheaper, it's not really cheaper because it's very expensive, but it is a thinner version of the Manfrotto. But this one does not go in this one, and this one will not go in this one. It's frustrating. Then there's this Chinese one. I don't even know where I got it. I think I was just looking for a quick one day. This was like 10 bucks. So I bought it, and you know, it works. But if you're gonna have several cameras, you're gonna want a standard so that you can interchange and flip and go back and forth and put it on all your equipment. And that's what these guys are right here. These are the Kessler quick receivers. I bought one on sale about 4 years ago. They're a little expensive when you look at them, but in the long haul, they're super cheap. I bought it on sale because I just was afraid to spend that money. And after playing with it for just about an hour, I was hooked. And I ordered another one. And then pretty much every chance I got, I ordered another one. And there's another one there. And then there's 2 more over there. There are 6 of them that I own. Why? Because I put them on everything. So this one, I take my Miller plate and I put the Kessler quick receiver on it, and it goes on here, and then it stays. It's done. This one is Manfrotto. Put it on the Manfrotto, tighten it on, and now it's done. So it is permanently affixed here. It's permanently affixed here, not really permanently because you can move them around. And now I have a standard. This standard is called Arca Swiss. Arca Swiss is very small and compact, yet very strong. That comes in a variety of lengths because it's a machined part, but they can just keep machining it, keep going out. What it does is it allows you to take and just set it on there and push down. Locks in, then you flip the lock. You cannot move this. One day I'm going to get the courage to hang a hammock from these. I'm going to do it. I'm just a little bit scared that the tripods might not hold me. But they come also like a utility plate. So this plate right here is designed to mount to the bottom of a slider. Guess what? Goes right in there, locks in. Now your slider is locked onto your tripod. That's super fast and efficient. The other thing with the Arca Swiss and the Kessler design, you lock it in, okay? Oops, I forgot to latch this. Oh no, it can slide. But it won't slide off. It's not going to come off at all because it has these little set screws here. The coolest thing is Manfrotto, you're slipping it in from behind. The Manfrotto, you're sliding it in. So the Manfrotto goes, it's on a slide, but the Kessler, you push it down and then you lock it in place and it's good to go. One of the reasons that I like these guys, this is such a simple design and yet it's so powerful. Now, one of the negatives with the set screws that are in here is when you put it down, it's kind of a little wobbly. So when you put your camera on there, it's going to be a little wobbly. So Kessler thought about it for a little bit and they came up with the quick stand. This is not a commercial for Kessler. This is what I use every day and I'm happy with it. So they put 4 feet extended out on the Arca Swiss. Now it's solid. You can mount your camera on it. It's solid. Oddly enough, guess what's on here? It's the quick stand. It isn't going anywhere. If I take my red, oh no, look at that. It didn't fall over. It came back. It's solid. That is an amazing thing. Speaking of solid, locked in. It's not going anywhere. It is truly amazing. Pop it out, put it right down. These quick stands come in 3 lengths. This is the medium, this is the long here, and then I have the short, which is on another camera. The short is about that long. And I mean, they're pretty amazing. They also have these. This is not the shortest length. The shortest length is this long. This is their long, this is their utility plate. The other thing about the Kessler is they didn't reinvent the wheel. So they used an existing standard called Arca Swiss, and they're using it. Well, guess what? This is Arca Swiss. So this Joby can now use the Kessler plates. Aha, a bonus. So I don't have to mount a Kessler on here. I can use this Arca Swiss. I use these where I need the heavy capacity and when I need fast. So the GH5 has literally from day one had the very small Kessler Arca Swiss plate on the bottom, and it goes on this, it goes on this, it goes anywhere and everywhere. It goes all over the place. You know, you might be perfectly happy with the Manfrotto. And as I said, the Manfrotto works. It's just a little bit clumsy. And if you only have a couple of cameras and a couple of tripods and they're all Manfrottos, then that might be just what you need. But if you're going to have a lot of cameras, a lot of different gear, so an example of how versatile this is, I have the utility mount on the bottom of the slider. On top of the slider, I have a ball mount. On top of the ball mount, I have a Kessler receiver. So I can take this tripod right here that I'm using for my red, pop the red off, drop the slider right on, then take the red and pop it right on top of the slider. And it's all interchangeable, all within. That's fast. On my second shooter, which is a 3-axis motion control, I use these receivers as well. There, I can pop the entire pan and tilt head on to a Kessler receiver. It may seem like overkill, but when you realize how fast they are, then, I mean, it comes in handy. Look into them. If you like the Giottos, use them. The point being is don't sit here and screw your camera into a tripod. That's just slow, slow, slow. You want to be movable, you want to be flexible, you want to be fast on your feet. And the best way to do that is to get some type of quick release system. Even if it's the Chinese one, it's going to be faster than screwing into your tripod. That hopefully covers about everything there is to know about quick release systems. If you have any questions that I didn't answer already, please feel free to put those in the comments down below. I do try to read every question and respond to them as I can. If you would, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, or click that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate that. And then right next to that subscription button, there's a little alert bell. If you click that, it'll let you know every time I upload a video, because you do want to know, right? And you know, you can let your friends know about this channel, because it's my goal to help everyone else learn what I have learned over the years. I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying to gain more knowledge every day, and I try to pass that knowledge along to you, because I want you all to be better filmmakers too. This has been Scott Balkum from Imagination Creation Films, and as always, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.